can see by that little bit of 30 power harrowing. We're trying to get on with cultivations and drilling and that. I think today is, and let me just see what the date is, the 20th of November today. Just got Joe from going up at, it's on the Ridgeway, just outside Mongahanger. We've got, how many acres is this? Probably about 15 acres, 20 acres, about that. It's sort of like an L-shaped field. It's a bit of a funny shaped field. It's quite heavy down most of it, if I show you. This end here, this long run that Jotham's doing now, that's all pretty heavy. Well, not heavy, but it's not light. But then as you go around the corner and onto the other side, part of the L shape, as you go up over the hill towards where them barns are, it starts to get a bit sandy over there. So it's another one of them fields that's sort of mixture of ground types. We tried getting the little 3 metre power harrow going up here. We've had a bit of trouble with UJs and that on the big power harrow. We got one got burnt out, and yeah, that got burnt out. So yeah, that got burnt out. So we got a replacement one for that, and put that on. I folded the power harrow up, and the two shafts weren't aligned. I'd put it on wrong, and as it folded up, it popped and broke the same UJ again, which annoyed me a bit, and Dad weren't too best pleased either, but it's just one of them things you don't think about. So we got the shaft changed again. Sort of used parts off of the old one, and then that one that I just broken, we managed to make up another UJ for it, which was alright, and that didn't make any, well, didn't charge us for that, so that would be good. And then got that on there now, but whilst that was broken, when it broke the first time, we were up at Sutton doing big field up on the crossroads, and I'll just put it on the windscreen so I can drive at the same time as talking to you. Little stick, sorry. There you go. So yeah, that was so yeah, that was, had that problem, and at the time Dad and Jack were ploughing with the 7270 and the 8250. They were ploughing up in the same field. Got the power harrow up there, once down the field, and that was it. So then we had to get we got a little 3 metre power harrow that my dad brought probably about 25 years ago. It's an old, from Bowley it's called. It's an old Italian power harrow, which Dad brought when he had his Leyland 482. So yeah, it's pretty old. And we've put that on the back of the class. It's only 3 metres, and it's got one of the old crumble rollers. So we brought it up here and tried to use it, but all the mud was sticking to the roller, so in the end we couldn't use it. So Chloe's going up to Caldecott where they're ploughing now, and she's getting to go with the power harrow up there because of well, it's a lot sandier soil up there, so she will be perfectly fine up there. So yeah, she's going up there. Dad and Jack have got a little bit more power harrowing to do. Well, no, they haven't. They've got ploughing to do up there. They've probably got about half a day's ploughing still up there to do. Yeah, so then once they've finished today ploughing, what they're going to do is put the drill on the 8250 and go drilling, because we had brought all our seed for about 300 acres of wheat, and then it absolutely chucked it down, and then we weren't sure whether we were going to get it all in the ground. We spoke to Frontier, They've had a lot of people trying to take seed back, and so they've said that they can't take it back. So we are stuck with the seed. So that's a bit of a pain in the butt. But Frontier have also said that it can be drilled till January, the seed can, which is probably not ideal for the crop, but it's better than it being in a bag in the shed. So we're going to get that in the ground by January, so that will be fun. But then it will all be done and out of the way, so it'll all be done before we start lambing. We're going to be lambing a little bit later this year, probably middle of February, so that'll work quite well. So that's worked well with that. We will have some spring cropping to do. We won't get it all in the ground. Well, we'll hopefully get all the seed in the ground, but we'll have some ground left over. But at the moment, I'm heading to Frontier to go pick up some pre-emergence because I've got to go spraying. So the old Bert who'd started her up, well, she wouldn't start because she's been sat for a while in the cold, didn't help. So we had to jump start her, and then we jump started it we had the row crops on it from when we last used it in the spring, sort of spring, early summer spraying. Yeah, we've done that, put the flotations on it, which we've done this morning, and now we've got the pipe in, filling it up. So I'm now going to go pick the sprays up, worked out what's what acreage and all that. We run at about 130 litres per hectare of water, so that's what we do. I know a lot of people do it less and some people do it more, but that's how we do it. But yeah, it has definitely been a very difficult cultivation this year. I did try to do some drone footage of them ploughing, the two ploughs running together. However, as I threw it up in the air to start, I heard a small vibration come from one of the propellers, but I thought I'm only doing a little bit, so hopefully it will hold. It didn't sound bad, so I carried on with it. 5 minutes of it being in the air, I flew it up right up in the air, right above the tractors, pretty high up in the air. And as I did, I think one of the propellers snapped off, and yeah, one of the propellers snapped off, and as it fell to the floor, it broke all the frame, like the cross frame for that. So I haven't been able to do any drone footage, which is a pain in the butt. It's alright because I can order all the parts for it and they're not expensive and that, but it's just a matter of doing it. So I've just got to Frontier, so I'll turn the camera back on in a minute, and yeah, so yeah, I'll speak to you in a little bit. So hi everybody, I've just gone and picked the spray up from Frontier, just leaving there now. So I'm just going to go and see how Chloe's getting on with the power harrow, the little 3 metre one. I'll film a little bit of it, and whilst I'm there, and then I will be going spraying. So I'll probably film a bit of me spraying up at something, but yes, we had a bit of an issue with the sprayer start of this year. What it was doing was the 4-wheel steer. It kept it, when you take it out of 4-wheel steer and put it into 2-wheel steer for going down the road, it should lock the back axle in place. It shouldn't be able to unlock itself. What it was doing was unlocking itself whilst you were going down the road, so gradually you'd be crabbing down the road. It'd get really bad and you'd have to stop, put it back into 4-wheel steer, put it back into 2-wheel steer, and then it'd line it back up and lock it back in again. And you just had to keep doing that, pulling over in lay-bys. We did that for a couple of times whilst we were waiting for spray tech to come out and that. They sort of changed a few servos and that on it, and it still didn't make a difference. But they've taken that what they think is a seal on the ram that locks. The seal's broken, so it lets the oil past. So what they've done is they've taken the ram off the sprayer, off the back axle, and they've redone the seal in the ram, and fingers crossed that will fix it. Fingers crossed. So I'll find out on the way up there if that's right or not. But yeah, so yeah, I will see you in a little bit. Hi everybody. I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me in here. It is a bit noisy. As you can see, I'm spraying now. Got everybody going earlier, got all the power hours going. They're still ploughing it. Well, they probably should be finished ploughing by now. Chloe's power harrowing still with a little 3 metre, and Jotham's still going with the 6 metre. I didn't do any filming of Chloe earlier, I forgot to do that. I was sort of trying to rush to get her going and then get everything sorted still. At the moment I'm pre-emerging the beans. This is the only ground we've got in so far that's drilled. We've nearly ploughed everything. We've cultivated quite a bit, but it is just the drilling now. We got the beans in, we got them in last Wednesday, that was, which we were lucky to get in. The rain was coming that night, and I think about 2 hours after we finished drilling it started to chuck it down with rain again. So we did well to get them in. It's now been a week exactly since they were drilled, so I'm doing the pre-emergence before it starts to germinate. I don't know how well it's going to germinate till the spring now, because we're starting to get frosts, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. They should start shooting up soon. So yeah, we're getting the pre-emergence on, which I think, what's it called? I'm trying to remember now. It's on the sheet, but I've left the sheet at home. No, anyway, it's a pre-emergence for beans. So I've got to do either 1 and a bit loads. So I've worked out, so I'm doing about 2 half loads rather than putting a full load on and then a quarter, like not even quarter of the load on. I'll sort of separate it into 2 half loads, which I'm sort of glad I did, and I'm glad I definitely put the flotations on, otherwise I would have definitely got stuck doing the headlands. I think having that little bit less weight in the tank helped a lot, because I was slipping and sliding all over the place. So Dad did put the pre-emergence markers out, but they haven't come through very well, so I'm glad we've got the satellite navigation on the, well, it's not satellite navigation, it's GPS. It's a sort of afterthought thing. It's a Hexagon agriculture one. It's a cheapy one. Well, it's not cheap, but it's not a well-known one. It's a bit clunky and a bit pain in the arse, but once you've got your head round it, it's not that bad, to be honest. And it is just sort of a rough guide really to help us along, but if I didn't have that, then yeah, I'd be definitely struggling to get 24 metres. So it's pretty accurate. It's just a bit slow when you get to the headlands. It's a bit slow to tell you where you are, so when you turn left or turn right to go onto one of the tram lines down the field, sometimes it lags a bit and you can't, it gets a bit wrong, but you just have to jump back and sort yourself out. But at the moment I'm slipping and sliding all over the place. The headlands are pretty wet, but I'm not going to be out. Well, this is my first load, so this next load will probably have to be done in the morning now, because it's dark, getting dark, and the lights on this aren't great. Sorry, I'm just trying to find an extra set of tram lines. That's about it. I haven't used the sprayer for a little while now, so it's getting your head back into it, setting it all up again. So what we do is we fill up at home and then drive all the way over here, which takes a bloody long time, but at the moment it's alright, because usually we had a vacuum tank, a big Arctic one, but we've sold that now, so we haven't got any water storage up here. So the last couple of times I've been spraying, I've had to drive back to the farm, so it takes a lot longer. but we just bought 2 second-hand the 1,000 litre cubes off a friend, so we'll have 3,000 litres of water that we can put in the trailer and then bring up here, which will make a big difference. So yeah, and we're planning on this winter making a proper spray store with water storage on top of it or next to it. So that will be good, but then it will still be at the farm, so it's still going to be a bit of a faff, but it'll be a lot better than what we're doing at the moment. Yeah, it's doing this, and then I'll do the second load tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Well, tomorrow we will be drilling wheat, but that's sandland, but they're ploughing and powering straight behind, so it will be a bit. It'll be drier than the heavier soil and that with power harrowing, but it is still pretty wet. We probably should have ring rolled this, but we just sort of run out of time, and by the time we finished power harrowing and would have had ring rolls, we'd have got halfway across the field and it would have rained and stuck to the rolls, so we sort of left it really. But I think it'll be alright. Beans are pretty good, really. But yeah, we're getting on well. I said about my drone braking on the last bit of the video. But yeah, it's sort of this year's cultivations. Everybody's struggled. Everybody's struggling with the wet weather, and there's not going to be, well, spoke to Frontier, person there that we deal with, and he said everyone's in the same boat. As if you can get it in, do get it in, because there's not going to be a lot of winter crops next year to harvest, so yields are going to be down probably next year. This year was exceptional for everybody, so next year is going to not be as great, so yeah, it's gonna, well, it's a good thing we had a good year this year, so that to make up for next year, but we'll see how it goes. We've got a lot of seed in the shed. We spoke to Frontier and they won't take it back, so we've got it, so it's got to go in. So yeah, it's going to be a bit interesting, but we'll get it in, we always do. I'm sure we'll have a bit of a dry seed spell over November, December and all January. I'm sure we'll have a dry spell somewhere, and it'll just be get everything ready, and when it gets dry, that's it. We'll just go until it's all in the ground. We are going to do some spring cropping. We haven't got enough seed for it all, and we're not going to buy any more in to do winter crop, because we don't know if we are going to get it all in. So we are going to have some spring cropping, but all the cattle are in the shed now. They've come off summer grazing and they're in the shed. Sheep are back at the farm as well. We gave them their mineral bolus. They're all in lamb. Well, should be in lamb. We were going to try and scan them this year, so I've got to sort that out. But yeah, lambing will start January, February. They'll start. Hopefully lambing. Hang on, I'm just on the headland. Yeah, this sprayer, she's a fair age now. Well, she's 2003, so she's not old, but she's not new. But she's done quite high hours. She's done 9,500 hours now, so she's getting quite, things are going wrong with her and that. But the thing is, self-propelled sprayers are a lot of money. It's quite an old sprayer, but it's a good sprayer. The gearbox, it's a hydrostatic gearbox in it. I think most sprayers are, self-propelled sprayers. It's all on the joystick, you haven't got a hand throttle. It's a little bit funny, but she's old, but she does the job for us. Yeah, well, if we didn't have a self-propelled sprayer, I wouldn't be spraying. We wouldn't have a tractor to put on the sprayer, so in that respect, it is a good sprayer. So yeah, it's glad that we've got it. Yeah, we've got wheat going in, but that's about it for this this side of Christmas. We might have some spring barley and that. I don't know what the plan is yet, because all the cropping plan, well, that's sort of gone out the window. It's just literally try and get it in where we can now. A lot of other people are in the same boat, but yeah, we'll get it all in. But yeah, tomorrow I will probably be doing a bit of ring rolling and taking seed to Dad. Dad will have the grill on tomorrow, so that'll be my job probably tomorrow. We're having some frosty mornings now, so I don't know how things are going to germinate, but we'll see. We're having quite warm days, so the frost soon comes off by about 10 o'clock, so it's not hard frosts yet, so still give it a chance to germinate and grow a little bit whilst there's still a little bit of warmth. But yeah, by the time I've done this it's going to be dark, so I'm glad I'm doing it in the daylight, because I definitely wouldn't be able to do it in the dark. The lights aren't very good on this, but yeah, I think that's everything. So I will try and do another video soon, and I will see you soon.